and BSNL बेस्ट है मेरे लिए।
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV Profit.
Hi and welcome to Gadget Guru.
Nestle Limited, PepsiCo India Holdings, Ruchi Soya Industries, and Tata Tea.
And this brings us to the end of yet another exciting episode of our very special series, Born to Lead. But we are always waiting to hear from you. So please do write into us at feedback@ndtv.com. And don't forget to keep watching Born to Lead every Tuesday and Thursday.
That went out for them is whether the political development yesterday had a positive impact on the markets or not. Resounding majority say yes, that's a clear 70%. So Prashant, I think the uncertainty element is answered by that one very, very clearly. Nobody across the street says that we would want it differently, okay, 30%, but generally the majority says uncertainty over means good news.
Okay, that's the first one. The second question that we about 4.5 million odd shares have been traded on that new listing. Mysore Cements has come off about 7% from the day's highest point, but it's still about 13.5% in the green territory. So it's a strong-looking market. Advanced decline, very, very heartening. Let's focus in on the earnings season, which is just around the corner. Infosys kicks off the numbers a day after tomorrow. To discuss that,
a short-term bullish sign and look forward to my next levels of 4300. More than that, I would look best case scenario a sideways consolidation still going on, which might take another 3 to 6 weeks.
Okay, sideways consolidation 3 to 6 weeks. That's not too long a period given the kind of bull run we've had, and some patience is required for the markets to move in. Let's start with the stocks, and we
Mileage की चिंता, but why? Delhi to Ahmedabad in one tank. Logan, the answer is here.
देखो जिंदगी में रंग भर गए हैं आज मन को पंख लग गए.
ICICI Bank is ensuring quality education for 1 lakh children, leading them towards a better life. ICICI Bank is ensuring quality education for 1 lakh children, leading them towards a better life.
अर्ज किया है, दिले नादां तुझे हुआ क्या है? वाह 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 वाह, ज्यादा प्रॉफिट बना।
Latest news updates only on BSNL.
Glossy part. I'm going to use all my force. It's actually gliding off, and this is real steel wool. I'm not making it up. This is serious steel wool. It's not happening. This is where HP is taking things to a completely new level. Now, this is their new business notebook. It's a big risk that they're taking. This is anodized aluminum with a coat
Capital now plans to actually intensify these secondary market transactions, open market transactions. TCS is another counter, we believe, where these, which Chris Capital thinks is an undervalued stock and where they can get into. So for the moment, it's HCL Technologies and Infosys where they have actually moved in and picked up just below 5% stakes.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, Arijit, and giving us the details.
Was 11%. ITC also seems to be going strong with a 23% growth in top-line sales and even healthier profits of 32%. Last but not the least, Nestle grew at 24% with good profit margins at 18%.
Time window to plan this well. If the companies are not growing, absolutely you're right. I think there would be elements of positions being redundant and consequently making a choice. But if you look at both the companies, they're really on a strong growth momentum. If you look at the guidance of Mindtree or the guidance of Aztec Soft, both are on a very strong growth momentum. And
I think last transportation studies has been carried out in 69-72. After that, there has not been any attempt.
Okay, Mr. Baluja, what do you think now of the government with the pilot B of the BRT plan? Essentially, they're moving back or maintaining the left lane for buses with no physical barriers. Now, at a time like this, when the public is sort of getting used to the right lane bus,
Court where the plea was rejected, but have got some respite with the Supreme Court now accepting the petition for arbitration. The dispute over the shareholders' agreement, which continues, will now head into a 3-member arbitration tribunal. Justice A.S. Anand, Justice Arun Kumar and Justice P.K. Balasubramaniam will constitute the bench. Legal experts following the deal insist that the Tata claim for damage
as of now. Some of the other interesting counters which were big on news, SpiceJet, of course, in terms of which route it will now consider. It's got 4 options at hand, and we expect a decision as early as Friday or next Tuesday. Mysore Cement, as SAT re-ruled on SEBI's diktat, so it's got that offer going for Heidelberg at the earlier price. Arcom, of course, now we've got extension in terms of for 2
and which we estimate as of now to go on to about 980 rupees for FY09. But again, this is more on a conservative basis, showing a growth of about 17%.
While oil and other commodities are causing an inflation. So I think our markets will be more determined by that. The India story might be strong. We might be seeing good numbers this quarter.